And welcome back here again to Hawthorne Field as we get ready for the second game of the day, as the Rebels from Pocatello will stay on the field, and in this game they will take on the Hillcrest Knights. The Rebels, of course, losing our first game earlier today, and the Knights also on the short end, losing last night, as it was Twin Falls who came from behind to pick up a one-run win in our second game last night as well. So both teams come in 0-1 so far on the tournament.
Yeah, and both these teams are going to be hungry for that win, because a win today could mean that you possibly could maybe get into that gold or silver bracket for Friday and possibly be playing for a championship the next day if everything goes right. So a win in this matchup would be huge, because if you're 0-2 going into that last round robin game, your chances of possibly getting into Friday may be out of the question.
Well, yeah, exactly. I mean, you'll get there, but you'll play an early game and then not be able to really stick around much longer after that, as you'll probably be eliminated very early on, as you'll be teamed up against one of the better teams in the tournament, and really have a tough hill to climb to try to get things back going. So we got the kids out of the field, getting the field ready for game 2 of the day. Other games going on so far this morning. It was Blackfoot, team number 2, beat the Pocatello Razorbacks in walk-off fashion, winning 7-6 on Hawthorne Field back behind us, as they got a run in the bottom of the 7th inning to win 7-6.
Yeah, you got to like those type of walk-off wins, and that's the first game of the day over there. So all the rest of the games are going to have to try to live up to that one for sure.
Yeah, exactly. So we'll take a break. We'll come back. We'll have a little bit more as we count our way down to game 2 of the day here at Hawthorne Field. It's the Knights and the Rebels. It's coming up here on the My Local Radio Sports Network and on MyLocalRadio.com.
Serving the Bridger Valley since 1987, Bridger Valley Motors are your engine repair experts. Along with engine repair, Bridger Valley Motors offers towing services, tire alignments, brake repairs, and more. Visit Bridger Valley Motor at 217 North Main Street in Lyman.
Using the old-fashioned country tradition of barn building, Martin Sheds uses the time-honored construction techniques handed down from generation to generation. For quality, care, and attention to detail, contact Martin Sheds at 307-679-8187 to get a quote today.
Sell or buy your home with a realtor you can trust. At Cowboy State Realty, we are dedicated to helping you with all your real estate needs. At Cowboy State Realty, we are working for you. Call us at 307-200-4332 to schedule an appointment today.
The town of Mountain View is located in the historic Bridger Valley and serves as the gateway to the high Uintas. With a panoramic view of the rugged Uinta peaks, you feel like you're in paradise. Our town park and scenic river walk offer a safe place for rest and relaxation. Looking for a great place to live? Our quality of life is great and our people are very friendly. Come join our tranquil way of life. The town of Mountain View, a gateway to the high Uintas.
I don't know about you, but every time I go to the grocery store, I'm filled with anxiety. Do I have enough money? Meat prices have doubled. How can I ever work on food storage when I can hardly afford food for this week? Wyoming Wild Meats in Lyman is the solution. Weekly specials are posted on Facebook. Beef, pork, chicken for one meal or a mixed order to fill the freezer. You will find quality Gosner cheese and milk products and delicious bread. Because overhead is low, the savings are passed to every customer. Wyoming Wild Meats, offering fresh domestic meats.
Bridger Valley Electric Association provides safe, reliable, and affordable electric energy and related services to their member owners in Wyoming and Utah. Bridger Valley Electric is a consumer-owned cooperative.
Well, we're getting closer to game time here for game 2, as the work on the field is wrapping up, as they're getting the lines down and getting the little bit of moisture put back into the dirt. And a lot of people don't know that with the moisture the dirt can stay, the truer the bounces that the infielders will get. So it behooves them to put enough dirt on the infield to keep it moist for the next couple of hours, as the sun is now starting to beat down on the field a little bit more, and with a little bit of a breeze coming up, it's going to help take moisture out of the field that way as well.
Yeah.
So it becomes an important part of the game, the way that the infield, that the guys, whoever it might be, is preps the field for getting ready for the next game.
Absolutely. And looking at both these teams, Hillcrest lost yesterday and are looking to get back in that win column, and they played a really good game yesterday. Just we're on the short end of the stick in yesterday's opening game versus Malad.
Yeah. So we work our way down toward the game, and this becomes almost a survival game now for these two teams. As you're not going to be able to afford to go 0-2 and still have a decent shot at a good-looking spot when the elimination rounds start to come up on Friday. As especially for this is the second game for both teams, so both teams will have just one game to play tomorrow, and again, you can't afford to go into that last day 0-2, no matter what.
No, you can't, because then it's just going to have that little sour taste, and that means you're going to have to win your last game to try to get into the silver or gold bracket for the championships that are going to happen. So overall, both these teams are ready to go. I think the Rebels maybe have the advantage because they're more warmed up than Hillcrest, but you lose 11-4, you kind of have to switch that mindset.
Yeah, there's a little bit of a bounce back factor there, and you've got to be able to get a losing taste out of your mouth fairly quickly, because let's face it, Blackfoot played very well against you, and they posted 9 or 11 runs rather, and that they kind of took it to you. Your pitching had some issues, and certainly the hitters had some issues, as Blackfoot pitching wise really shut down the Rebels, and it's important that offensively they bounce back coming up here in game 2.
Absolutely. We'll take another quick break here. This is the First Bank of Wyoming presentation of the 2024 Pocatello Wood Bat Tournament here on MyLocalRadio.com and the My Local Radio Sports Network.
Buying or selling is a simple process if you're working with the right real estate agent. This is Bobby Dalzall, broker with Big Country Properties. We have agents serving both Lincoln and Uintah counties that can assist you with all of your real estate needs. We are the top listing and selling brokerage in the Bridger Valley and strive to be honest, hardworking, and thorough. Whether buying or selling, we make it happen. Call us today at Big Country Properties, 307-782-3556.
At the Evanston Walmart, you'll find all the tools students need to succeed. Our team is committed to providing quality products and an excellent shopping experience. Stop in today, 125 North 2nd Street, Evanston. Walmart. Save money, live better.
Our community. We love it. We live it, we support it. Trona Valley is your local credit union, and we're proud to invest in relationships that go far beyond banking. We're proud to invest in the lives of our young members and their participation in sports. You're champions in our community, and we're here to support you all the way, on a court, on the field, or elsewhere. Together, let's develop lifelong, successful financial habits. You got this. We're here for you. Trona Valley, member NCUA, TronaValley.com.
Uintah County School District number 6, each student is important. Each student has different interests. Each student has unique talents and areas for growth and development. We love and appreciate each student, and we work hard to make sure we are meeting the needs of each student so that when we all come together, we create a powerful school district filled with individual students headed for success. Uintah County School District number 6 in Lyman. It's a great day to be an Eagle.
Do you want to further your education? Are you thinking of attending college? You can start now here in Evanston. Western Evanston Outreach provides students with a low-cost alternative to leaving town. Western offers a variety of degrees including nursing, BAS, and our brand new cybersecurity, also offering a variety of certificate programs that can be completed all right here in Evanston. Western Evanston Outreach, we are your local community college.
Get back to feeling your best with Evanston Regional Hospital Physical Therapy. If you find yourself struggling with pain or limited mobility in your everyday life, your recovery starts here. With a personalized treatment plan just for you, our experienced physical therapists will help you every step of the way to reach your goals and get back to doing what you love. Call us today to schedule an appointment. Evanston Regional Hospital, helping you get your life back.
All right, we get ready for game 2, and it looks like Pocatello will be the home team here in the game 2 of the doubleheader. So it's time to look at our starting lineups here for the game as the Rebels take the field. And the starting lineups are brought to you by Heritage Auto of Evanston. So first, let's give you the lineup here for the Hillcrest Knights. They'll be the visiting team as Cole Croft will be leading off, and he'll be the shortstop. Callan Lawrence will bat second and play second base. Brayton Nichols is at first base, and he'll hit third. Tyler Badley is the third baseman. He'll hit in the 4 spot. Andrew Johnson will pitch and hit 5th. Ethan Lords will hit at number 6. He'll do the catching for the Knights. Thomas Smith is in right field. He'll hit 7th. Aiden McCaslin hits 8th. He's in left. And then Cade Kovac is the center fielder, and he will hit 9th. For the Rebels here in the second game of their doubleheader, it'll be Fabian Avalos back at shortstop to lead off. Cash Williams, that is not right. He is not pitching. It is Osei Burris who will pitch today in the second game. So it'll be Cash Williams. I will have to see if we can find him. I think he is at second base, is Cash Williams. He'll hit second. John Adams hits third. He is not sure. They got so many numbers here mixed up that I'm not sure where this is. So Max will drop down. Max Lede is hitting 4th. He's in right field. Mason Anderson's the shortstop, hitting 5th. Austin Andrews is the catcher, and he will hit in the 6th spot. Gavin Christensen, who came in late in the first game, will start here in the second game. He'll be in left field and hit 7th. Osei Burris is going to pitch, as he will hit 8th, and then Cam Reynolds is at first base, and he will bat number 9 for the Pocatello Rebels, and it really what becomes a must-win situation for them.
Yeah, definitely a must-win situation. As Hillcrest ready, Pocatello Rebels are ready. This looks like
they throw the ball through, and we're just about ready to play ball here in the second game of the doubleheader. Again, under blue skies here, and getting ready to play ball. 10:33, the start time for the second game of the doubleheader under blue skies. Just a little bit of a breeze that has started to pick up, and let's get a game time temperature for you as we get ready to go to work here. As the temperature here this afternoon, 75 degrees here in Pocatello at the start of this game here this afternoon. So here we go, as it will be Cole Croft to lead it off. Croft hitting from the right side. The first pitch here from Burris, he is inside, ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes.
good look by Croft here, just getting ahead in the count to start the game. Right-hander
Burris comes back. Fastball is up high, and it's ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes. So a little wild to start the game as he misses a couple of pitches up high. He'll rock and come home with the 2-0 pitch, as that one misses in this time, and the count goes to 3 balls and no strikes.
Croft being very patient here, trying to see what pitch he likes and see if he can take one.
The 3-0 pitch to Croft goes off speed, and it's over for a strike. It's 3-1. Croft appeared in 25 games for Hillcrest during the regular season, during the high school ball, and during that time he hit .288 as the 3-1 pitch fouled away, and it's now full 3-2. 21 hits and 73 at-bats. He drove in 16, and he had 4 extra base hits during the year as well. His next pitch, breaking ball, is over. Strike 3 called. So Croft looked at 3 balls and looked at 3 strikes, and he's out of there for the first out.
Great pitch by O.C. Burns right there, just setting him up perfectly after being behind in the count to start the game.
So a good strikeout for Burns, and now here is Colin Lawrence. Burns' first pitch goes back to the fastball and misses up high, ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes. There are 6 different players in the starting lineup today for Hillcrest that were regulars on their varsity team during the school year, during the spring. As the pitch misses again, ball 2, 2 balls and no strikes. Burns comes home. The next pitch, that is high again. And once again, he falls behind. 3 balls and no strikes.
Let's see what Burns can do here is, last time out, he struck out the first batter. See if we can try to get Lawrence to swing at one.
The 3-0 pitch is high, and he loses Lawrence. So a strikeout and then a walk here in the top of the first inning. 1 out and 1 on, and now here is Bryson Nichols. Nichols, the first baseman. He hit .279 on the year for the Knights during the regular season. Big guy as he's up there. Squares the show bunt and then pulls the bat back, and that gets Burns' attention as he backs off. And over the first base they go, and that chases Lawrence back to the bag. Nichols hit .279, and he had 9 extra base hits. And they're going to ask him to bunt. The throw through is going to be on the first base side of the bag, and that allows Lawrence to go sliding by and called safe.
Good hustle by Lawrence, just getting by the tag as that glove was close to being that second out.
So that puts the man in scoring position. No balls and 1 strike to count on Nichols as he showed bunt a couple of times. Burns comes back, breaking ball, misses, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Of the 9 extra base hits that Nichols had during the season, during the regular varsity season, he had 7 doubles, a triple, and a home run. Like, this was a Hillcrest team as the next pitch misses again, ball 2, 2 balls and a strike. This is a Hillcrest team who actually hit 3 home runs, which you don't see a lot of home runs out of high school teams. As he hits the ball in the air toward left center field, drifting back is the left fielder, Christensen. He's there to make the catch, and that's the second out.
Boys got 2, one more.
So there's 2 outs. Now here is Taylor Badley. Badley wearing number 21 on his back, playing at third base today as he'll step in from the right side. Lawrence at second base. He's there with 2 outs, and the first pitch from Burns, the little off-speed breaking ball, misses inside. It's ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes.
You're Badly. Try to send one into one of the gaps and center out in the outfield. As your goal right now is to bring that first run around.
As ball hit on the ground, back at third. That's off the glove of the third baseman and gets away. And here comes the run around. They're gonna get the run anyway. On the air, charge to the third baseman. So an unearned run as the third baseman was standing there just waiting for the ball to come to him. And Reynolds had to go off his glove, and he'll draw the error.
Good pitch by Burns, getting back into the mix of things here after that error.
So Williams is playing first and Reynolds is playing third. That's the confusion that we had. So here is Andrew Johnson, who gets the starting assignment in this game as he comes up here. Count now 1 ball and 1 strike. 2 outs, a run home. Runner at second base is Badley after the error and be able to move up on the play as the next pitch over again, and it's now 1-2.
For Burns, it'll be important here to ending on a good note. You get a strikeout right here. That can send a lot of momentum.
Foul ball. Bounces up and hits hits Johnson in the back, so foul ball, stays at 1-2. Yeah, it's so important just to make sure you keep the lead here at 1 and not let it grow any more than that either. As the next pitch is down low again, bouncing up there. And the count now evens at 2-2.
Good block by Mason Anderson behind the player. They're not letting the ball get too far away from him.
Two pitch. It's off the mound, and there's the second base. Avalos has it near the bag at second base and throws across in time to get Johnson. And that is out number 3, but not before the Hillcrest Knights pick up an unearned run here in the bottom of the first inning. No runs, no hits, an error, and they leave one left on base as well as we are done with a half inning. We'll go to the bottom of the first. It's Hillcrest 1, Pocatello coming to bat here on the My Local Radio Sports Network and on mylocalradio.com.
Distracted driving is dangerous, but some people just can't seem to help themselves. There's the steering wheel propper, the sneak-a-peeker, the fast scroller, the nightlighter. And it's not long until they become the fender benderer, the got-a-ticketer, the veering off the road, the driver who kills someone. Enough with the phones already. Just put them down.
At Reese Auto Service in Lyman, you will find highly skilled mechanics who will get the job done right the first time. They work on anything from light line jobs of tire alignments, suspension work, and oil changes to heavy line jobs of engine replacement, differentials, and all powertrain components. Make sure all your recreational vehicles are working at top speed by getting them checked at Reese Auto Service in Lyman so your time having fun doesn't end early. Reese Auto Service, 541 State Highway 413, Lyman.
All right, we'll go along here to the bottom of the first inning and now see if Pocatello can start to bounce back after that 11-4 loss earlier this morning, as they unfortunately give up an unearned run in the first inning. You know, defensively in the first game, they played pretty well.
Yes, very well defensively, and you know, we had that highlight play by Avalos at the end of the first. He was one of the shining bright spots on the defensive side. A great player at shortstop.
Yep. So, but now let's see what Pocatello can do. Is they'll come and pick up the bats again, as they will come up here against Andrew Johnson, getting the start today for Hillcrest on the mound. So here to face Johnson in the bottom of inning number 1 will be the top of the order. Fabian Avalos, Cash Williams, and then John Adams due up.
It's going to be key here for Johnson to have a good first inning, because this Rebel team can put runs on the board. We saw it against Hillcrest, but they do like to stretch out those runs, but also this Rebel side do like to sometimes to swing first at pitches, but on the other hand, some of their batters like to stretch out the at-bat, so it's going to have to. So Andrew Johnson's going to have to find that good middle.
Johnson made 3 appearances on the mound during the regular school year. No record. An ERA of right at about 6.5, as he'll come in and start here. He worked a total of 4 1/3 innings, gave up 4 earned runs on 6 hits. Was a bit wild at times, as he walked 7 and struck out 4 during his time on the mound for the Hillcrest Knights. As waiting for the catcher to get his gear on and get back behind home plate. Now we're ready to go, as Johnson ready, and he'll rock and come home. And the first pitch here to Avalos over for a strike, and it's 0-1.
Great job with the fastball that just cuts a little bit inside, but hits the zone.
Johnson, who just completed his sophomore year, so he's still got a couple more years to play at Hillcrest, as that next pitch is up high, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. So just getting a little taste of varsity ball this year, appearing in not a whole lot of games, but gets a little chance to play with Hillcrest, who turned in a pretty good year as a team this year as well. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. Goes way off speed and leaves it high. And it's 2 balls and a strike.
2 fastballs start out, then the off speed a little bit high.
Next pitch goes back fastball, popped up, right straight up. Lords, the catcher, coming back and not able to corral it back over by the Hillcrest dugout. And it'll just be a foul ball, and it'll be 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Lords tracked it down pretty decently well, just couldn't get the full mid on the ball.
So 2 balls and 2 strikes, and Avalos back up there. Fabian with 1 hit was 1 for 4 in the opener. Hits a ground ball to short. There's Croft, plays it across in time for the out.
Great play by Croft. Just getting the throw down in time, as Avalos does have a little bit of speed on him.
So Avalos, nice play at short. That'll bring up Cash Williams. Cash playing at first base here in the second game of the doubleheader, as he will come up.
Cash went 2 of 3 with a RBI.
So for Cash, he takes the first pitch over for a strike, and it's 0-1. Yeah, you got to remember for the Rebels, they had only 6 hits in their first game, so they were really held at bay there for a while as the next pitch swung on and missed. In fact, Moss, the out of the bullpen for Blackfoot,
yes,
at one point there he retired 9 out of 10 hitters.
It's crazy.
That really took the starch out of their bonnet, so to speak. As the 0-2 pitch misses down low, it's 1 ball and 2 strikes.
His Rebels team is going to have to fight against these pitchers because Moss just came in and took over the game. Was a huge X factor for Blackfoot.
2-1, popped up, that'll go foul, and stays at a ball and 2 strikes. Well, we're glad to have you along with us, Dan Hubbard, along with the rest of the cast of characters here on both fields as we bring you every game this year of the Pocatello Wood Bat Tournament, as Williams puts Wood to ball and hits it out into center field. Center fielder comes over diving, trying to make a play, was the center fielder who couldn't get it, as Kovac had it bounce behind him. And that'll be a hit for Williams on the heck of an effort by Kovac.
Yeah, good effort by Kovac. Just could have been a little bit more better. The timing had it right there, but just with the wind starting to blow, that ball might be a little bit more hot going towards the outfield, especially in the center field area.
So the tying run, it stands at second base with 1 out. And now here is John Adams, as Adams takes the first pitch down low, ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes.
The Rebels with the runner in scoring position. It's going to be interesting to see what John Adams does.
Adams 0 for 2 in the first game with also a hit by pitch. Ground ball to the right side. Boy, they really pinched up the middle. There's nobody there. It's going to roll into right field. The throw will be cut off coming home, and it's a 1-1 tie as Adams has his first hit of the game, an RBI single to right.
Great hit by Adams. Just a little dribbler past the infield into the outfield, and we have a tie ball game.
So it's a 1-1 tie here in the bottom of inning number 1. And now here is Max Leday playing in right field again, as Adams over at first base. As they throw it away, it rolls into foul territory. As John gets Adams goes to second, delay getting the ball back in, and Adams is going to go all the way to third on the throwing error.
Great communication in the Rebels dugout of once Adams ran a second, kind of looked back just a little bit, and they said, hey, keep on going, and now he's only 90 feet away from possibly scoring.
So the go-ahead run now is at third base. as Blackfoot will, or I should say Hillcrest will kind of bring the infield up. They're playing kind of halfway in the middles and up at the cut of the grass at the corners as the pitcher Johnson works out of the windup. The 0-1 pitch on the way. Good fastball. He threw it right past Max Leday, and it's 0-2.
Back-to-back fastballs saw earlier on from Johnson.
Now Johnson ready again. Rocks and comes home. The 0-2 pitch. Got to take something off of it. It's now 1-2. Reaches deep into the glove, gets the grip he wants. Now the 1-2 offering as it swung on and missed. So Leday goes down on strikes. That's the second out. First strikeout of the game for Andrew Johnson. And now here is Mason Anderson. First pitch to Anderson, hit in the air, short right center. It'll be the right fielder, Smith, coming up. He'll make the catch as they leave the go-ahead run standing over at third base. So Anderson flies out to right. 1 run, 1 hit, an error, and 1 left here in the bottom of inning number 1. We're done with an inning. It's a 1-1 tie on your Modern Woodsman of America scoreboard as we'll go to the second. A 1-1 tie here on the My Local Radio Sports Network and on mylocalradio.com.
Out here, we've always worked remote. Out here, stress usually refers to the pull on a rope. Where a stroll in the city is also a stroll in the great outdoors. Where work is a way of life, and life is good. Out here, the backyards are big, and the deals, they're even bigger. This is southwestern Wyoming, and it's where you can get the biggest deals on a vehicle you want with plenty of hometown hospitality. Heritage Auto, your hometown dealer with the biggest deals.
Friends don't let friends drink bad coffee. Come visit For Pete's Sake for fresh-made coffee, an amazing menu of home-cooked meals, and great company. Visit For Pete's Sake on the corner of 9th and Main, downtown Evanston.
Like 68 strikes. Oh, see, that's where he's wrong. Pitch is 68, 44 strikes.
All right, 1-1 tie as we move along here to the top of the second inning. And for Hillcrest, as they come back up here in the second, it'll be Ethan Lords, Thomas Smith, and Aiden McCaslin due up here in the second inning. So here's Ethan Lords, who's the catcher today, as he comes up to face Oasa Burns. Lead off here in the top of inning number 2 as Burns comes home. First pitch kind of just squirts out of his hand, that breaking pitch, so it's way high. 1 ball and no strikes.
Top of the second, you're just kind of get back in the zone. Get those jitters out of the way.
Next pitch comes home. That pitch misses inside again, and it's 2 balls and no strikes. Lords also just finished his sophomore year and got into a very limited number of games. In fact, he appeared in 6 games this year for Hillcrest, and he had 6 at-bats. Pops this one up, right straight up the chute. Coming over as Anderson puts it away in foul territory, and Lords fouls out to the catcher. 1 out here, top of the second. That'll bring up Thomas Smith. So here's Smith. He's in right field today. He's also just finished his sophomore year. So this is a very young Hillcrest team this year at the American Legion level, although Smith quite tall. In fact, if I remember right, I believe Thomas Smith was a member of their JV basketball team as that pitch misses down low and rolls to the backstop, and it's now 2 balls and no strikes.
It's always positive having a young squad because they're going to be playing so much summer baseball over the years that by the time their seniors are going to be really experienced in this Hillcrest squad could definitely make some noise.
Yeah, and they had a very, very heavy senior club, and not only on the baseball team, but as we mentioned, basketball in Thomas Smith's case, their varsity basketball team was almost all seniors the last 2 years. Here's the 2-0 pitch. I should say 3-0 pitch, the breaking ball that stays up, and Smith is aboard with a walk here with one out in the second inning. Second walk given up by Osei Burns. So the man aboard here is Aiden McCaslin. He's in left field today.
McCaslin had a good game, going 2 of 3 with the RBI in the opening game.
A throw back over to first base, and back in there on his hands and knees was Thomas Smith. Next pitch, I should say the first pitch home is down low. 1 ball and no strikes here to Aiden McCaslin. Big 16 on the back of his red jersey. Ground ball to third. That's Reynolds. Has it there. Goes to second. There's one. The return throw back to first is not in time. So they get the force out at second base as McCaslin rolls into the fielder's choice. 5-4 on the force play. And with 2 outs now, here is Cade Kovac, the center fielder. As they go to first base and hopping back on the bag over there is McCaslin.
Good pickoff attempt by Burns and company. A quick little throw. Got to make sure if you want to try to do that quick little throw that it's accurate.
First pitch, this pitcher, I should say, over for a strike, and it's 0-1.
For Kovac here, it's going to be waiting out just a little bit of that bat as he just steps out of the box, calls time, and now sets back in.
Kovac, who will be a senior next year, and again didn't get a lot of playing time as the pitch in the dirt, and down to second base goes McCaslin. He'll steal it without a play.
Good look by McCaslin again to steal second there, and now puts a runner in scoring position for the Knights.
At the varsity level, Kovac only had 3 at-bats on the year. We've only appeared in a total of 6 games. As the pitch was up high.
The young player, you learn more over the years, and that's definitely what Kovac's doing.
Yep, 2 balls and a strike. Pitch over this time, and it's now even at 2-2. 2 outs here in the bottom of inning number 2. Check that, top of inning number 2. You'll forgive me for getting confused here, as the teams are almost dressed alike. As a pitch over for a strike, good pitch by Burns as he gets Kovac looking, and they are out here in the top of the second inning. No runs, no hits, a walk and 1 left. As we are done with an inning and a half, we'll go to the bottom 2, as it is a 1-1 tie here on the My Local Radio Sports Network and on mylocalradio.com.
Great signage is an important component to any successful business. It lets your customers know they have arrived at your doors, and it's a constant advertisement of who you are. When you install LED signage, you're taking it one step further. The ability to create color messages that move is an attention grabber. Plus, you can change the message whenever you would like. Make your business stand out with an LED sign from Rocky Mountain Sign, providing service, installation, and maintenance on all signage. Rocky Mountain Sign, licensed in Wyoming and Utah. Call today for a quote, 307-789-5202.
It's lunchtime, and I'm stuck at the office.
Jackalope. The big game is on. I can't miss it just to pick up groceries.
Jackalope.
Mom, I need supplies for my school project.
Jackalope.
Doing the hopping for your shopping. Jackalope Delivery. 307-679-7174.
Jackalope.
Along with Anthony Colasuono, I'm Dan Hubbard as we move into the bottom of the second inning in a 1-1 tie. As Pocatello, the Rebels, will come back up here for their second time. As will be Austin Anderson, Gavin Christensen, and Osei Burns due up here in the bottom of the second inning. Yeah, we joke that the teams are dressed alike. See, they're both wearing gray pants.
Yes.
They're both wearing predominantly red jerseys. The only difference is Pocatello's kind of fades into a white as it gets toward the belt line, and Hillcrest is a solid red with their name Knights scrolled across the chest in white. Other than that, they're completely different. Here's the 1-1, the first pitch, as the pitch here to Anderson is over for a strike. Austin Anderson, the catcher, here for Pokey, for the Rebels. As he was 0 for 2 with a walk in the first game. 1 ball, 1 strike. As Johnson comes home again, misses just a little bit high, and it's 2-1.
Johnson's been trying to tag that upper portions of the zone early on, while also trying to get the batters to swing at those pitches.
Next pitch over for a strike, and it's 2-2. The wind's starting to pick up a little bit, and the way we're sitting here at the ballpark, the wind is blowing almost directly in from left center field. Mm-hmm. And that ball hit in the air towards center field, right into that teeth of that wind, and the center fielder, Kovac, playing fairly shallow, puts it away for the first out.
Good trailing by Kovac, but also with the wind picking up right there, that ball can easily spin more and get lost in the wind.
So if it was me, if I was on the mound right now, the way the wind is starting to pick up, to the right-handed hitters, I'm just going to try to lay one maybe on the inner half so they don't get good wood on it, and let them try to hit the ball into the wind and let my fielders come up and play it. First pitch swung on and missed by Christensen, and it's 0-1. Christensen came in and pitched a little bit at the end of the game in the top of the seventh inning for Pocatello, as that pitch misses down and away, and it's a ball and a strike. That ball lined it into left field for a hit.
Good job by Gavin Christensen right there. Just lining one, didn't fly too high, found the sweet spot, and on base with 1 out.
So here is O.C. Burns. Good piece of hitting by Christensen. He took that pitch and just put the big end of the bat on it and just put it into play someplace. The problem was the pitch that Johnson threw was just right out over the middle of the plate and made it very easy for Christensen to hit. And the first pitch to Burns is up high, ball 1 ball and no strikes. The 1-0 pitch as Burns lines that one into left field, and that's going to be a base hit. The left fielder McCaslin, paying shallow, will get it back in. He'll hold Christensen at second base. So runners at first and second now. Still only 1 out. And now here's Cam Reynolds, who comes up with 1 out and a couple of men on base.
Also, that hit from Burns, perfectly placed, but also in literally the exact same spot as Christensen.
Absolutely.
So 2 great hits out into left field. Now McCaslin's going to have to work a little bit if another ball is sent his way.
So here is, as going to show bunt, and the bunt foul by Reynolds, and it's 0-1. Reynolds, who was 0 for 3 in the first game today.
Oh, no, Grayson has it. He's going to the gravel pit.
Nobody out. Check that, 1 out here in the bottom of inning number 2. A couple of base runners on here for the Rebels. They kind of bird dog the runner at second base, trying to keep him close. And the next pitch to Reynolds is hit foul back into the screen.
It's one of the more favorable counts for Johnson so far here. With 1 out, if you can get that second, that's going to be huge. It's going to put pressure back on Avalos.
1 out, 1-1 tie. Johnson ready again. The next pitch swung on and missed. So Reynolds down on strikes. That's the second out. Second strikeout for Johnson. And now a new move back to the top of the order. And Fabian Avalos comes up here trying to keep the inning alive with a couple of men on base. They'll throw the ball back to second base. Try to go after Christensen back there to keep him close to the bag.
Good communication, a lot of yelling out there. That's what you need in any sport. Communication is key.
As once again, Lawrence tries to sneak back in behind the runner at second base, backs off, now repeats the process. As that pitch goes to the backstop, and both runners are going to move up 90 feet on a wild pitch. So Christensen to third. Burns will go to second. And they're both in scoring position now with the leadoff man at the plate for the Rebels, Fabian Avalos. Back to the windup as Johnson comes home. That ball sliced to right, coming up in a hurry, but not getting there in time with Smith. And that's going to get one run in. And it gets Pocatello their first lead of the day at 2-1.
Great hit by Avalos, just slicing it down there. And now the Rebels are ahead 2-1 in a good spot with runners on the corners.
Second hit, check that third hit of the inning. And now here is Cash Williams, who singled his first time up. Runners at the corners. So Pocatello on top, 2-1. Williams hitting from the left side. Cash waiting. Pitch in the dirt. There goes the runner down to second base, and he'll steal it without a play.
Avalos really speedy, and once again now Pocatello copies the same situation as last time. Runners on second and third.
And again, Johnson back out of the windup again. Pitch home to Williams is lined back up the middle, but right there is the shortstop Croft. He'll throw it across in time for the out. And once again, Pocatello will have to settle for the one run. One run on 3 hits. They leave a couple of men on base. And no errors in the inning as well, as we were done with 2. And after 2 innings complete here, it is Pocatello 2, Hillcrest 1 on the My Local Radio Sports Network and on MyLocalRadio.com.
Hiking in the summer, hunting in the fall, and sledding in the winter are a vital part of living in Lyman, Wyoming. Visiting the historic Heritage Park with its splash pad and updated playground are a must for summertime activities. Visit the new Frisbee Golf Course and make new memories with your family and friends. The town of Lyman is a quiet, peaceful place with some of the best residents in the state. Stop in today and make some new friends and memories that will last forever.
Dad, I feel like I got something in my eye.
Let me have a look. Natural protective features of the eye, such as eyebrows, eyelids, eyelashes, and tears, are not always enough. I've been helping people for 14 years, removing anything from metal, glass, or plastic from their eyes. I've even removed a bug that flew into my own eye. At Uinta Eye and Vision, we can help you find the perfect eye protection for playing sports or performing hazardous work to help prevent eye injuries.
Call Uinta Eye and Vision today to schedule your appointment to protect your precious eyesight. Uinta Eye and Vision, 307-789-3937.
All right, 2-1, Pocatello leads as we'll go off here to inning number 3. And as we do so, once again, here's Anthony Colasuono.
Thanks, Dan. As now Hillcrest back to bat. The order will start over once again. Cole Croft, Oaken Lawrence on deck, and then Bray Nichols in the hole for the Knights.
You're fine. You're standing on my cord.
As Burns back on the mound for the Pocatello Rebels. Offers the first pitch here in the third, and sliced foul and out of play. Croft now looking at a 0-1 count here in the top of the third. Burns once again sidesteps in and just out, barely outside. 1-1, a good breaking ball by Burns.
I don't know if you've picked up on it already or not, like I have. As that breaking ball stays high, but both of the pitchers, when they go off speed, they tend to tip their pitch.
2-1 offering now from O.C. Burns, and Croft sends that into center field. Getting under it is Adams for out number 1.
Hit it hard, but right into the teeth of that wind.
Yeah.
And it wasn't going to go anywhere.
And you heard from the Hillcrest dugout, someone yelled out, oh yeah, thinking that one was going to be out of the park, but nope.
Here's something to keep an eye on with the pitchers. When they're going to go off speed or maybe go to a breaking pitch, both pitchers drop their elbow. That one, he kept his elbow up, and it had a little bit more velocity to it. But when you drop your elbow, it's hard to throw hard from this position with your elbow down towards your hip.
Ball inside. 2-0 count here for Oakland Lawrence. First at bat. Got on base with a walk and ended up rounding the bases for the lone run today for Hillcrest. Just a little bit below the zone.
You can keep your arm extended and keep your elbow up. Not only will your breaking pitch have more action to it, you'll be able to get more velocity to all your pitches.
Lawrence in a good spot here in the 3-0, and will take his free base. Third walk of the day for Burns. There's now a runner on first with one out here in the top of the third. Potential go-ahead run now at the plate in Braden Nichols. Flew out to left field on this first at-bat. Nichols will look at that one. Strike one. 0-1 now here in the top of the third. 2-1 the score in favor of the Rebels. Pick off back to first. Not in time. As Croft is safe.
Big guy, powerful body, upper body. Boy, you can tell you spent a lot of time in the weight room.
Well, that was a couple years.
Gets into a good hitting position and unfortunately swings through that pitch.
Nichols was waiting for it, though. He took a big swing at that, wanting to power it.
Burns made a good pitch. You got it up in the zone, was able to get it past him. Threw the fastball past him.
2-1, one out. Ball called, and Lawrence will go to second base scot-free on the stolen base. One-two offering ahead from Burns. That ball gets away, and now Lawrence going to take the trot to third as that ball got away from the catcher, Mason Anderson. Now a runner 90 feet away from scoring for Hillcrest. Is right now a 2-2 count for Burns. Gotta get back in the driver's seat here. One out in the top of the third. 2-2 offering, and Nichols sends that one towards right field. Going back, and that is off the fence. Nichols looking for three. The run in Lawrence will come around, and a RBI triple for Braden Nichols. What a hit from the first baseman. Tattoos that one past Leday. And now we are tied.
Got the pitch out over the plate and drove it the other way. And the thing that was key there was he didn't end up trying to drive it through the wind. That knocked it down. He hit it to right center field, and the ball just kept going.
One count here for Burns against Tyler Badley. That ball gets away, and Nichols thought about going, but Anderson right there, and it would have been not even a battle if Nichols decided to go.
Nichols not only a big guy, in fact, he looks like he probably plays offensive line for the football team.
Yeah.
And he's had some knee issues as he has a knee brace on his left knee, so he doesn't have a whole lot of speed.
1-1. Now 2-1 as Badley holds off on that pitch.
That triple that he hit, that took all he had to get to third base.
Yeah. He was moving and shaking down the baseline.
Kind of play where the dugout, your friends in the dugout are yelling at you to drop the trailer.
Badley fouls that one back towards backstop. 3-2 now, a full count once again. One out here in the top of the third, a runner 90 feet away from scoring. 2-2. Badley will chop one foul and will remain in this battle as Thump gonna help the mound here and help Burns out, moving some of the dirt around, so Burns has even footed. 3-2 offering here from O.C. Burns. And Badley sends that one into the gap area. That will touch the wall. And Nichols will come around, and then an RBI double for Tyler Badley.
And another run home, and that gives Hillcrest the lead back again.
And the bats of Hillcrest going early on, 2 powerful back-to-back hits. Now Andrew Johnson, who's starting on the mound, 0 for 1 so far, up to the plate.
Burns is just trying to really live by that very slow breaking pitch, and it's not moving much, and they're just timing it. And the big guys in the lineup, Nichols and Badley, just turn it around and hit it off the fence.
Johnson takes a big swing at the heater. 0-1 count. One out here in the top of the third, runner in scoring position. Hillcrest leading 3-2. That one inside. Johnson waits on it.
See, when he throws the ball hard, he's getting better results. He's getting more strikes. He goes back to the off-speed pitch, and what in reality what that does, when a hitter's not able to catch up with your fastball, when you throw him an off-speed pitch, you make him a better hitter because the ball stays in the hitting zone longer.
That pitch gets away from the catcher in Anderson. And Badley will move to third on the wild pitch. Now only 90 feet away. And 2-2 count for O.C. Burns. And we've seen Burns have a good breaking ball, but leaves in zone a little bit too long, and that's how Badley and Nichols have been able to tattoo him to the wall. Johnson takes his stance, sends one up into shallow right field. Leday getting under that one for out number 2.
Gets it back in a hurry, and he kind of stumbled just as he was catching the ball, and he wasn't sure he had it because if you noticed, once he kind of regained himself and stopped, he looked back, make sure the ball wasn't laying behind him.
Ethan Lords to the plate now.
Usually those slide left, slide right.
Burns gets ready, offers the first pitch to this at-bat, and fouled off to the backstop. Runner on third here for Hillcrest. Up by one run, 3-2 here in the top of the third. Burns likes sign, kicks and fires. The 0-1 gets Lords looking on the third pitch of this at-bat.
I freaking knew it was you guys.
0-2.
Looking fastball that time, and so the breaking pitch was able to drop in without him making an attempt on it.
Ball in the dirt, gets past Anderson, and Badley will run home and make it 4-2 in favor of the Knights.
Hey, do you guys sell these caps? No?
Burns and Anderson now walking back to their respective spots. Going to regather here with 2 outs in the top of the third. 1-2 count. And waits on that pitch. Now at 2-2 here. Burns been in the situation before. If he can tag the zone here, that will end this top frame.
That's because I didn't know where the hell this was.
And ball 3 now, a full count. As Burns looking a little bit frustrated on the mound. Needing a good final out here to get back in the mindset. Lords ready in his stance. 3-2 offering. And that clips Lords, and he will take the trot to first. First hit by pitch in this game. And Hillcrest up 4-2. Now a runner on first with 2 outs. Thomas Smith to the plate now. Gone on base with a walk, but was out on the force out. Burns nods his head, likes the sign. Kicks and fires, actually pick off back to first, and Lord's able to get his hand on the base. Pick off unsuccessful. Burns fires the first one in the heater. Now 0-1. 4-2 the score in favor of Hillcrest in the top of the third. Thomas Smith gets back in the box, a little bit of a wide stance. Smith will foul that one off over the bleachers, and now to play. Now 0-2, and a very favorable count here for O.C. Burns. Has 2 strikeouts on the day, looking for his third. Runner on first in Lords. O2 offering. High. Lords trying to get to second in time. And does, as the ball just went over the head of the shortstop in Avalos. Luckily, second baseman in
Throw was on a bounce and took a big hop over the shortstop's glove.
Smith sends one towards left center, and the center fielder in Adams underneath that one for the final out here in the top of the third. After break, we'll move to the bottom half. This is the First Bank of Wyoming presentation of the 2024 Pocatello Wood Bat Tournament here on MyLocalRadio.com and the My Local Radio Sports Network.
Auto, home, life, renters, and business all have one thing in common. They all need insurance. Choosing the right agent is always hard. Choose the agent that takes a professional and individual approach to each client. At Farmers Insurance in Lyman, you will find that agent. Farrell is a down-to-earth person who loves hunting, fishing, and above all, his family. Come in and visit him and his friendly staff for a quote today at 37 Mountain Meadow Street, Suite B in Lyman.
At Y-Hi, "We're with you" is more than just 3 simple words. It encompasses the principles we live by to serve our members and local communities. So if you're looking to keep your banking relationships local with a partner who will always be there for you, look to us. We're Y-Hi. We're Wyoming. We're with you. Visit yhi.org to learn how you can be a part of something bigger today.
Welcome back live inside the Union broadcast booth. Anthony Colasuono alongside Dan Hubbard here for day 2 of the 2024 Pocatello Wood Bat Tournament. And right now, Hillcrest up 4-2 here in the bottom of the third in the Uinta Iron Vision third inning. Our vision is to improve yours. The next 3 up for the Rebels. You got John Adams, Maxie Leday, and Mason Anderson in the hole. Johnson still on the mound here for the Knights. 5 hits given up, 2 runs given up, and 2 strikeouts, no walks so far. As both teams retaking the field. John Adams last time got an RBI single, 1 of 1 in this game. The first game of today here, Hawthorne Field went 0 for 1. And both the Rebels coach and the ump rechecking lineup cards here before we get going here in the bottom of the third.
That means we expect some pinch hitters and changes coming up here for Pocatello. As coach is out there running, telling the umpire who's going to be coming up and who's so some changes likely coming here for the Rebels.
Offering from Johnson, high and outside. 1-0 count now. Johnson looking for the sign. Delivers the 1-0 offering. And caught Adams with a good fastball, now 1-1. Even count now. Johnson starts his movements once again, the 1-1. Fouled back, 1-2. Goes past the trees behind our broadcast booth. Now the 1-2 offering here from Johnson. Batter in John Adams. Outside has tried to make an outer fastball stick. 2-2 now. Even counts a battle between these two so far. 2-2 offering from Johnson and a strikeout there. First out here in the bottom of the third. Third strikeout of the day for Andrew Johnson on the mound. And now Maxi Lede up to bat, 0 for 1. Struck out swinging on his first at-bat of the day. Playing in right field. Johnson hops up and fires and fouled off. 0-1. On deck, Mason Anderson, and in the hole, Austin Anderson, if we get to that point. 4-2 score in favor of Hillcrest. 0-1 offering. And that will go off the glove of the catcher. 1-1.
I'll take those, please. I'm out.
And it looks like we need some new baseballs now. So he gets 2 or 3, puts them in his back pocket. Even count here, 1-1 with 1 out in the bottom of the third. Popped up by Lede. Infield rushing in. And that'll be out number 2, Lawrence, with the routine catch. And good job by Lawrence just tracking it down in the wind. And now 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. Hillcrest up 4-2. Mason Anderson up to the plate on deck. Austin Anderson. The Knights looking for a quick 1-2-3 inning. Ball 1 called. Anderson thought about swinging but checked it back.
I struggle with it. He definitely.
Mason Anderson 0 for 1. Flew out to right field and hits this one straight to the hot corner for the final out of the third inning. We'll move to the top of the fourth after the break. This is the First Bank of Wyoming presentation of the 2024 Pocatello Wood Bat Tournament here on MyLocalRadio.com and the My Local Radio Sports Network.
Hey, Dad, can I go play outside?
Yes, you can, but don't forget your sunglasses. Did you know that sunglasses with UV protection can help lower your risk of eye calluses, early cataracts, and macular degeneration? At Uinta Eye and Vision, we can help you find the perfect pair of prescription or non-prescription sunglasses from companies like Ray-Ban, Oakley, Maui Jim, and more. Call Uinta Eye and Vision today to protect your eyes from the sun.
Uinta Eye and Vision, 307-789-3937. Uinta Eye and Vision, 789 eyes.
Ready has provided safety and excellence in the industrial construction and support services since 1982. We have the crews and equipment for hydro excavation, dirt and equipment hauling, as well as produced and potable water hauling. We also offer septic tank cleaning services, portable toilets, and roll-off dumpster rentals for facility shutdowns, on location or for your next outdoor event. Call us today to discuss how we can help with your next project. Interested in joining our team? Visit ReadyUSA.com. We are ready.
Back here inside the Union broadcast booth, top of the fourth here at the 2024 Pocatello Wood Bat Tournament. Anthony Colasuono alongside Dan Hubbard here for top of the fourth action. Burns staying on the mound here for the Rebels as the batting order due up for Hillcrest. Eden McLeod, and in the circle is Cade Kovac, and then in the hole, Cole Croft.
And today's game brought to you by Evergreen Financial Partners. When planning your financial future, trust the experts at Evergreen Financial Partners. With offices in Preston, Idaho, and in Pocatello as well. You can log on online to set your appointment to see the folks at Evergreen at evergreenfinancialpartners.net.
High bunt attempt from McLeod. Strike one called as McLeod waved that tip of the bat up. Burns shakes his head, offers the 0-1, kicks and fires. McLeod sends that into left field. It drops, and that will be a leadoff single for the Knights. And Burns once again drops that breaking ball, and another base hit for the Knights. Third hit allowed. Correction. Fifth hit allowed on the day for Burns. Looks at bunt. And the second baseman was not paying attention. And now they're moving to third as the ump is calling for.
I think it's a balk, and they send him back to second base.
Kovac squared up. McCasland started going, caught Burns. The balk happened. Second base wasn't ready. McCasland thought it was still game on. It was drawing towards third.
So, but the problem is when we call the balk, the ball's dead. Mm-hmm. So he has to stop at second base.
I missed the one. That's why.
And a balk against Burns. Kovac squares the bunt, pops it straight towards Burns. The easy throw to first to Williams for out number one on the sacrifice bunt.
I don't know why he
And now McCasland will move to third. Runner 90 feet away from scoring for Hillcrest. Order starts over with Cole Croft. On deck, Oakland Lawrence. Croft over two. Chops one foul. And the 0-1 count. One out here in the top of the fourth.
Dude, he just.
Burns getting ready here for the next offering. 0-1. The delivery. And Croft sends one into left field. Christensen dives and gets the catch. McCasland, gets the run as he tagged up from third. And now 5-2 in favor of Hillcrest.
It'll be a sac fly, but really, the left fielder really lost any chance he had of making the play at the plate when he had to fall forward. And, well, probably you'd call it a dive or more of a stumble. But when he made the play and went down to make the catch, he lost any chance of throwing the runner out at the plate.
2 outs here in the top of the fourth. 1-0 count. No runners on. Oakland Lawrence here for the play. And now 2-0. Lawrence with 2 walks on the day. So a great on-base percentage to start out. the second game for this Hillcrest team. And now 3-0. And a good opportunity with Lawrence with the bases empty. Burns winds and fires a 3-0. And strike called about hip high on the pitch. 3-1 now. 3-1 offering, and that goes in the dirt, and it'll be a free base for Lawrence, and 3 straight walks as well. Now time called as a mound meeting up ahead here as Burns with his 4th walk of the day, and it looks like we're going to get a pitching change. We'll take a break here. This is the First Bank of Wyoming presentation of the 2024 Pocatello Wood Bat Tournament on MyLocalRadio.com and the MyLocal Radio Sports Network.
The best trips away from home always come when you know you're among friends. This is Coulter Patterson, General Manager at the Come On In Hotel and Suites in Casper, Wyoming. I invite you to stay with us every time you're here. We've got the absolute best staff. Lots of our team members have been working together for years, and we feel like we're a happy family. I guarantee you'll feel that when you come stay with us. We're always glad that you choose the Come On In, and we'll do everything to make your stay comfortable and relaxing. The Come On In Hotel and Suites is the best place to stay because we have the best staff in Casper. Come on in today.
The strategic plan for Uintah County School District Number 4 states, through collaboration with the entire learning community, our mission is to instill problem-solving skills in our students that will translate to a rapidly changing global environment. We work to accomplish this by constantly improving student achievement, improving student academic and behavioral skills with a district that operates efficiently and effectively. Uintah County School District Number 4, excellence in teaching, opportunity through learning.
Are you looking for a dental experience that's quicker, more precise, and more comfortable? Look no further. Welcome to Black's Fork Dental, where we bring you the latest in dental technology with our Trios 3D scanner. Our team can scan images of your teeth and gums in seconds, ensuring precise measurements and accurate results, allowing us to design personalized treatment plans tailored to your unique needs. Whether it's crowns, bridges, or clear correct treatments, we've got you covered. Right now, we're offering a 10% discount on any scan procedure. Schedule your appointment with Black's Fork Dental at blacksforkdental.com, where advanced technology meets compassionate care.
Water development, community enhancement grants, and seedling trees, education programs, and specialty workshops helping to preserve agriculture and natural resources in Uintah County. Uintah County Conservation District is here to serve you. Visit our website today at uintahcountycd.com.
Quality is the one thing that you can always count on when you do business with Ellingford Brothers in Evanston. You always get high-quality products and friendly, knowledgeable service at Ellingford's. Stop in today, 199 County Road, Evanston.
Our world is changing, but one thing is the same.
Back live here in the Union broadcast booth. Top of the 4th, Hillcrest up 5-2. Runner on first here, 2 outs, and a new pitcher on the mound. For the Rebels, it is number 8, Cash Williams. Batter in the box is number 44, Brayden Nichols. That ball in the dirt. 1-0 count. With 2 outs here in the top of the 4th. 5-2 is the score. Williams standing the batter down. The 1-0 offering popped up towards the third base side. Trying to track it going right. Cannot get on top of it. And Nichols will go to first. And Lawrence will move to third base. Runners on the corners.
That ball got up into that very high sky, looking directly up into the sun. As the shortstop, he really didn't never move. He was just trying to block the sun with his glove. It was the third baseman who couldn't find it completely and never did able to bring it in.
Popped up by Badley. And that will go foul. It will be an 0-1 count here with runners on the corners. Top of the 4th, 2 outs.
First guy gets up, laces the ground ball, barehanded.
Williams on the mound for Pocatello.
Next guy gets up.
Ozzie Burns in his start gave up 5 hits, 5 runs, 3 earned, 5 walks, and 2 strikeouts.
So that error goes against the new third baseman, Kuhn.
I was just like,
He came in at the top of the inning.
you earned it. Yeah.
Kuhn at third. More than likely that meant Reynolds probably moved to first as he's had experience playing first base. Now, the former first baseman Williams is on the bump for Pocatello.
Exactly.
Tattooed by Badley. Lawrence will come around 6-2 in favor of Hillcrest as Nichols will move to second.
And there's that little tee-up breaking pitch again. Just get me over. And the batters for Hillcrest just turn it around, turn it into a hit.
Yeah. Now to bat number 5, Andrew Johnson, as looks like we'll get a courtesy runner here. It'll be number 0, Burden Shaw, at second base in place of Nichols. 6-2 in favor of Hillcrest as this team looking to put more runs on the board. Andrew Johnson 0 for 2 now will step into the batter's box against Cash Williams. Runners on first and second. Williams looks back at the runner at second, and Shaw kicks and fires. Ball gets away as Shaw doing a little bit of a shuffle, trying to decide if he should go to third or stay at second. Ends up staying at second base. 1-0 now in the count. Williams once again keeping an eye on Shaw. Throws the 1-0. And just below the zone with the breaking ball, now 2-0. Johnson, the starting pitcher, still on the mound for Hillcrest once we will get to the bottom half of the fourth. Sends one into that gap between second and third. 1 run will come around the throw, not in time, and 2 of the runners. Johnson will go to second, and Badley will advance to third.
Third run of the inning, make it 7-3.
I think Zara might.
7-2 the score as Williams gives that one up.
Excuse me, 7-2, I'm sorry.
What position did you play Highland? Sure? Yeah. He's going to bring his flag up.
Badley on third. Johnson on second. Pitch high for the catcher, Lords. Runners in scoring position here. 1-0. 2 outs here in the top of the fourth. 7-2 in favor of Hillcrest. And that blocked well by the catcher and Anderson. And he's had a few very good blocked balls throughout today's contest, or this score might be a little bit more high.
Yeah, they haven't helped him out much today. In the second game, they've been pretty wild.
Lords pops that one foul. Runs through the tree. And out 2-1 here. Williams trying to claw his way back in and get the final out of the top of the fourth, since coming in relief for O.C. Burns, who was a starter. Ball in the dirt now, 3-1. So Williams trying a lot of breaking stuff here, and it's not working so far.
Just try to guide that one instead of actually just throw it, release it, and throw it. And what happens is he ends up just short arming it while he's trying to reach out and place it instead of throw the ball.
Williams takes his stance once again. Puts one on. Lords pops it up towards second base, and that is the final out here in the top of the fourth. Austin Anderson got under that one. And we'll take a break here and move to the bottom half of the fourth inning. This is the First Bank of Wyoming presentation of the 2024 Pocatello Wood Bat Tournament here on MyLocalRadio.com and the My Local Radio Sports Network.
We offer rebates on energy-saving products and equipment for our customers. For example, your home's heating and air conditioning system draws significant amount of electricity during certain times of the year. We offer cash back for heat pumps, which use energy-efficient technology to heat and cool your home. We also offer rebates on appliances and smart accessories like smart plugs and smart switches. Really, for anything that draws electricity in your home, we usually have some type of rebate to offer you. Visit wattsmarthomes.com today.
When participating in sports, there's always a lot to talk about performing at the top of your game. I'd like to expand on that and ask, how about performing at the top of your game in every part of your life? This is Dr. Todd Hoover with Hoover Chiropractic. I offer solutions to help improve all aspects of your game called life. Pain management, migraines, allergies, emotional release, nutritional supplements based on blood tests, and improved athletic performance. To help you perform at the top of your game every day, call today to schedule an appointment in Evanston or in Kemmer. Hoover Chiropractic, 307-789-0043.
Welcome back, live inside the Union broadcast booth. 7-2 the score in favor of the Knights after a huge top of the fourth, where we saw 3 runs come around the bases. And now the Rebels going to have to respond here. Batting order will start out with the bottom half. Austin Anderson to bat here in the 6th spot. Gavin Christensen on deck, and then in the hole, Ozzie Burns. If Burns will bat, he did start the game today. Looks like he is out in the field. Austin Anderson 0 for 1 on the day, flew out to center field. As Andrew Johnson throwing a couple of warm-up pitches here, still on the mound for Hillcrest. 5-run lead for the Knights. Time right now 11:48. This game started at 10:33 local time. So still a little bit of time here in this contest still. As the ump talking to both dugouts here, as he'll put his mask on, and we'll get back to the bottom of the fourth. Johnson kicks and fires, and the heater gets the lower corner on the left side. 0-1. Owen offering here from Johnson. And Anderson has to duck out of that one. Now an even 1-1 count.
It's like state baseball though, right? Yeah. You got 3 games and you choose. Yeah. Win the first one at all costs.
Johnson looks for the sign, kicks and fires the 1-1, and fouled right past the Hillcrest dugout. 1-2 here. No one on base. 0 outs here in the bottom of the fourth. Johnson retakes the stance, the 1-2 offering, and just outside. 2-2. Both teams looking for a win in this tournament to relieve the pressure on their third game. Johnson fouls one out to the short, moves pass on the hop past Croft, and Austin Anderson will get on base.
That looked like it hit right on the seam of the infield dirt and the grass, and when it did so, it took off. It took a big kangaroo hop up over his shoulder. It'd be a bad hop single.
And now a pinch hitter in for Gavin Christensen is Dan Uribe. Squares the bunt, moves out of the way. Anderson gets to second safely. And now a runner on second with 0 outs here in the bottom of the 4th. The offering down below. 2-0 the count. Bottom of 4th, no outs, 7-2 in favor of Hillcrest. Runner in scoring position for Pocatello. Uribe pitched in the first game of the day for the Rebels. The offering, and takes a big hack at that one. 2-1. Anderson. Takes an eye at the runner on second. Offers the pitch. Popped up towards the first base side. Running after that one and diving is the right fielder in Smith. As the first baseman in Nichols couldn't get back to the ball in time. 2-2.
That's a heck of an effort. That ball's tailing away from him, slicing, and he had a long way to go to try to even attempt to make a play at it. Just couldn't quite get there in time.
Even 2-2 count ahead here. Johnson fires the offering. Uribe sends that into center field and caught by Kovac as a good throw, and the runner will stay at second. 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th. Kovac had a good read on that hit. That was a low hit as the wind started to power just a little bit more, but Kovac got the out. Curtis Wood to pinch hit, and he sends that one into left field. McClaslin throws out to third, throw way over, and Johnson trying to throw to second in time, and safe. The runner is at second base off of the throwing error from left field. Runners on second and third. Has now 2 runners in scoring position. Austin Anderson at third and Curtis Wood at second base.
This is Kuhn.
And then Kason Kuhn up to bat here in place of Cam Reynolds. He chops one foul. 0-1 here, 1 out in the bottom of the 4th. On deck, Fabian Avalos. And then in the hole, Cash Williams, if we get to that point. Johnson. And the count here, 0-1. Runners on second and third. 7-2 in favor of the Knights, and goes off the top of the helmet. Now the bases are loaded for Pocatello. Order now starts over once again for Avalos, who's 1 of 2. Last at-bat was a RBI single.
This is what they need to try to get back into the game. It's a 5-run lead, but they have the bases full and only 1 out in the inning.
Yeah. Plenty of opportunities here for the Pocatello Rebels in this case.
And more importantly, it's starting now at the top of the order.
Yes. Yes, you have Avalos, Williams, and Adams up ahead.
You got the big guys coming back up.
So it looks like a mound meeting here as Johnson will remain on the bump, getting some positive words from the manager and also his teammates. As now Fabian Avalos will enter the box. Johnson looking to get back into the grind of things. Johnson's getting up 6 hits so far today. Only 2 runs. Johnson with the delivery. Avalos sends that into left field. McCaslin gets under that one. Heaves it home. Runners all stay. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th. Bases still loaded. And McCaslin with a stellar play. If he didn't get under that one, that could have been 2 runs in for the Rebels. Williams up to the plate. 1 of 2 on the day. Johnson with delivery, and Williams swings at the low heater. 0-1. 2 outs in the bottom of the 4th. Runners on all bases. Bases loaded here. See what Johnson can do as Williams checks out that one. Now a 1-1. Be huge if Johnson can get out of this inning unscathed. Johnson fires the even 1-1, just barely high outside the zone. 2-1. And now Williams looking for an opportunity to try to get his team more runs. Stands in the left batter's box. And now even 2-2. Found the lower left corner. Johnson's done that plenty of times today, and that worked dividends right there.
It's a good pitch. Really able to paint the edge.
Now the 2-2. And sends one over. And it's in the it's in Halliwell Field, so they may need to stop play for a second. The field right behind us, 2 fields here at this beautiful complex. Johnson fighting here against Williams, the 2-2. And just below, now a full count as Williams fights. Cash Williams will re-enter the box.
So 3-2, 2 outs. Everybody will be away on the pitch.
Base is loaded here for Pocatello as the runner in Austin Anderson took a big lead off and tripped. And Johnson went off the bump and almost started walking towards the third base bag.
Oh, the third baseman never left his spot. He never came to cover the bag. They had him out by 15 feet.
And now third baseman a little closer. Fouled off once again as this AB continues.
The third baseman badly. He's just stayed and watched. Just watched the base runner get up and try to hustle back to the bag.
Johnson, wait for the sign. Fires the 3-2. And that will be a walk.
And force over a run.
Anderson will get the 3rd run of the day. (7-3) the score here. Bases loaded still as
it's 7-3. Yes, 7-3. But the tying run is now at the plate.
John Adams to the dish and waits on that. 1-0. Base loaded, bottom of the 4th, and Williams sent it straight through. Goes through the glove of Croft. 1 run will come around as it'll be RBI single. And shout out to the ump. Took a little bit of a hop there to avoid that one.
Hey, good job!
And Adams with a RBI single to his name.
Let's do it until I'm tired.
4 runs on the board now for Pocatello. 7-4. His bases are still loaded. And now Maxie Leday lines up as the go-ahead run.
And Leday's the 8th man to come to the plate here in the inning.
Just about hit noon here, so game started at 10:33. So getting a little bit close on time. Johnson with the opening offering. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Johnson looks back at the runner on 3rd and 2nd. Fires the offering. And Lede sends out to left field. Gets past McCaslin. 1 run comes across. 2 looking up to tie the game. Can the throw get there in time? And it does. 2 runs come across, but Hillcrest still up by 1. After the break, we'll move to the top of the 5th. This is the First Bank of Wyoming presentation of the 2024 Pocatello Wood Bat Tournament here on MyLocalRadio.com and the My Local Radio Sports Network.
When you're looking for great deals on a vehicle, you'll find them at Rocky Mountain Yeti in Evanston. With 2 locations to serve you, let your adventure start here. Rocky Mountain Yeti in Evanston, legend driven.
Farming requires working with the right equipment. At Covelo Auto Farm Service, you will find the right size tractor, tractor accessories, cattle chutes, and calf corrals for all your farming needs. Covelos has all your auto needs as well. From fluids to belts to protection for your hands, they've got you covered. Covelos also offers a service center for your truck and tractors in one convenient location. Covelos is your one-stop farm and auto shop. Stop in and see them today at 80 Reese Road in Lyman. Covelos Auto Farm Service.
Welcome back live inside the Union broadcast booth, and what a 4th inning for both sides as now the Pocatello Rebels only down by 1, 4 runs in the bottom of the 4th as Hillcrest led going into the bottom of the 4th 7-2. Anthony Colasuono alongside Dan Hubbard, and I'll send the play-by-play duties back off to Dan.
All right, thank you very much, Anthony. As like you said, a 1-run game, and all of a sudden things are much, much different, especially if that relay throw coming in from Badley to end the inning isn't perfect to get the run at the plate. Well, we'd be tied, and the Rebels would still be up there hitting. But if he makes a perfect throw and they get the 3rd out of the inning at the plate, they cut down what would have been the tying run. So Cash Williams ready to go into his 2nd inning of work as we go here to the 5th. It'll be the bottom 3rd of the order. Smith, McCaslin, and Kovac due up for the Hillcrest Knights.
It's going to be a huge inning on defense for Pocatello, especially they want to get the bats going. According to my watch, the game started at 10:33. It's 12:03 right now. So it depends how quickly they can get Hillcrest out of the way. If they can get 2 more runs and that time period ends, we could be looking at the Rebels winning if they can come from behind.
As the first pitch here to Thomas Smith is up high, ball 1. It certainly sets up well for them. It's the bottom 3rd of the order, not the biggest guys in the lineup, but you got to get the outs. As the next pitch hit in the air to center. Easy play. As up the ball goes over his head up in the wind. As what should have been a fairly routine play ends up going over the center fielder's head, and it'll be a leadoff double for Smith.
Good job by Smith as the ball just got lost in the wind once again. That's going to be a big factor throughout today.
They changed position players so quickly, I'm not sure who that is in center field. But the leadoff double. And now here is Aiden McCaslin, who's reached on a fielder's choice and singled. And takes the first pitch up high, ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes. That's just the 5th hit of the game for Hillcrest. They've had a lot of walks and certainly had some errors as well. As that one's going to be banged to center field. That's going to be in for a hit. Here comes Thomas Smith around 3rd. The throw's going to be cut off, and it's going to be 8-6 as they pick one of those runs back up very quickly.
Good job by Hillcrest, not letting that 4-run inning get them down, and they put another one on the board to try to extend this slim lead.
So back-to-back hits, picks up a run. Now the number 9 hitter in the lineup is Cade Kovac, the center fielder.
He plays tomorrow, 8:30
Kovac had a sacrifice bunt and took a called third strike, so he's 0 for 1 officially. As they go to first base, and hopping back on the bag over there was McCaslin. Cole Croft, the top of the order for Hillcrest, waits on deck, so they're going to be able to flip the lineup card over fairly easily and get back to the top of the lineup. Exactly what Pocatello didn't want to see happen, as the runner going on the throw down, and it's not in time. So stolen base for McCaslin. Williams ready again, comes home. That pitch ball again hit into the wind in left center field. Coming over to make the play right up against the fence and get it back in a hurry. That's the first out of the inning.
Great catch, Ron! Woo!
I believe that could be Dalen Uribe out in center field. Either way, that's a heck of a play.
Very good play by the outfield of the Rebels.
So back to the top of the order. Here's Croft, 0 for 2 with a sacrifice. Runner at third base and 1 out. And Pocatello will have to bring the infield up at the corners. And Williams with that almost what is a modified ephus pitch, as just lays that one over. And Croft lets it go for a strike. Comes the 0-1. He goes back to it again, but this time it stays high, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. It's almost like one of those pitches that you'll see position players come in to pitch in Major League Baseball, and they're not used to what they're doing. As the ball hit in the air towards center field, that's going to fall for a hit. That's going to get the second run home as McCaslin scores, as Croft singles to left center field again.
Now a 9-6 game, and the Hillcrest Knights doing what they do best, put runs on the board.
That's 2 runs on 3 hits here in the inning. And now here comes the skipper for Pocatello, and see if they're going to stay with Williams here. You wouldn't think they would, but I could be wrong here at this point. As the coach comes out, let's mention to you that today's game is brought to you by Evergreen Financial Partners. When you're planning your financial future, trust the experts at Evergreen Financial Partners. With offices in Pocatello at 450 East Day Street, suite number 450, and a new location now in Preston at 713 South 4th East, suite number 200 in Preston. And remember, you can hit them up online to set your appointment for the financial advice to help your future. Look them up online and set your appointment at evergreenfinancialpartners.net. And it looks like we will indeed have a pitching change. So with the pitching change on, we'll take a quick break. We'll come back. We'll figure out who the new pitcher is right after this here on the My Local Radio Sports Network and on mylocalradio.com.
When shopping for a new home or property, it's important that your realtor works to make the whole process simple. Serving customers for almost 20 years, the professional agents at Bridger Valley Realty will provide you with the information and resources you need to keep it simple without missing a step. Shopping for the perfect home or property can be a lot of fun.
Trust the Valley's proven realtors. Stop by and see us today.
On your way to Flaming Gorge or the Uinta, stop in at the store, formerly known as the Cash Store in Fort Bridger, to top up on gas or grab those last-minute snacks. Visit the store today in Fort Bridger, Wyoming. The store is proud to support the students of the Bridger Valley.
When you're looking for great deals on a vehicle, you'll find them at Rocky Mountain Yeti in Evanston. With 2 locations to serve you, let your adventure start here. Rocky Mountain Yeti in Evanston, legend driven.
When you have an appointment with the dentist, it's reassuring to know that you're going to be seen by experienced, well-trained professionals. At Bear River Dental in Evanston, Dr. Lester, Dr. Owens, and Dr. Welch check every box. Plus, they're really nice people. Their passion to provide excellent dental care is reflected in everything from state-of-the-art equipment to professional, hard-working staff. Choose the professionals at Bear River Dental, serving patients of all ages. Call today to schedule an appointment.
All right, new pitcher on here is John Adams for the Rebels. As the first man he will face is Colin Lawrence. Lawrence has been up 3 times, and he has walked 3 times as they go to first base immediately to try to keep Cole Crofts close. He's walked in the first, third, and fourth, and here he is in the 5th as he takes that pitch inside, ball 1 ball and no strikes. So Adams becomes the 3rd pitcher of the day today for Pocatello. Burns with the first 3 2/3. Williams went an inning. As a pitch on the inside corner for a strike, the throw through is not in time, then bounces into center field. And there goes Crofts for 3rd. So it'll be a stolen base and then an error to allow the runner to get to third base.
Good look by Croft. Just seen that ball sail into the outfield and was like, let's try to get third.
Next pitch popped up left field. As coming up on the ball is the left fielder, and he can't get there, and the ball falls in front of him. So it'll be a hit and another run as coming home is Crofts.
Let's go, Rebels!
3rd run of the inning, and it's now 10-6. And here comes the big guy, Braylon Nichols, back up there again. Runner at first base, 2 outs. Check that 1 out here in the inning. As that ball's going to be hit to left field, and back on the left fielder goes it again, as he has this one, and gets it back in a hurry. So Nichols flies out. Now with 2 outs, here is Taylor Badley. Badley right now is the guy who may really, you could say, he saved the game. If you're going to give a save to somebody, don't give it to the pitcher. Give it to Badley. Badley really changed the momentum of this game when he threw out the runner at the plate to end the last half inning for Pocatello. As the pitch up high, the throw on a bounce, and is not in time. So 1 ball, no strikes. Next pitch home to Badley. Matt misses down and away. And it's 2-0. Adams ready again. That ball's going to be pulled inside 3rd and down the line. That's going to get another run home, as it'll be an RBI single for Badley. And that'll be the 3rd run of the inning. I take it back, more than that, as Badley singles in a run.
That'll be the 4th run of the inning.
Lawrence comes home to score. That's the 4th run of the inning. Fell behind me because I didn't mark Crofts down in my book. First ball swinging is Johnson as he hits a ball high and deep to center field. That's going to hit off the base of the wall. To third base comes Badley. He will come home and he will score the 5th run of the inning.
The bats are on fire right now for the Knights, and there's nothing that this pitching rotation of Pocatello could do.
So it's 12-6. As they've opened the lead back up to 6 again. Johnson at second base as the first pitch is up high, ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes. As we have a pinch hitter here as Mason Richalt, I'll say how you pronounce it, as they throw to third base, not in time.
Good diving effort by Johnson there. getting his hand on the bag first.
So Mason Reichelt, Reichelt at the plate. Pinch hitting here. Bottom of the 5th inning. He's hitting for Ethan Lords, who was 0 for 2, plus he was hit by a pitch once, as that pitch is going to stay well high, and it's now 3-1. 3 balls and a strike.
So looking at the stat book, plenty of players at Hillcrest today with multiple RBIs.
As that's ball 4, that'll send Reichelt to first base, as Hillcrest is now battered around here in the inning. And the 10th man to come to the plate is the guy who started off all this mess, Thomas Smith, when he doubled off the center field fence. So runners at the corners. Smith shows bunt, pulls the bat back. He'll take it, but running on the pitch is Reichelt, and he'll steal second base. As hits the ball knocked down by the third baseman. Does he still have a play at first? Throws across and gets him. So 5-3 on the putout, and the inning finally comes to an end, but not before they send a total of 10 men to the plate. 5 of them come home to score. On 5 hits in the inning, there was an error, and they leave 2 as well here in the top of inning number 5. We'll go bottom 5. As once again, Hillcrest has opened the lead back up. It is 12-6 on the Modern Woodsman of America scoreboard. As we go to the bottom or move along to the bottom of the 5th inning. That's what I thought. They changed the scoreboard. That's my bad. Bottom of the 5th inning, 12-6. Hillcrest leads on the My Local Radio Sports Network and on mylocalradio.com.
Great signage is an important component to any successful business. It lets your customers know they have arrived at your doors, and it's a constant advertisement of who you are. When you install LED signage, you're taking it one step further. The ability to create color messages that move is an attention grabber. Plus, you can change the message whenever you would like. Make your business stand out with an LED sign from Rocky Mountain Sign, providing service, installation, and maintenance on all signage. Rocky Mountain Sign, licensed in Wyoming and Utah. Call today for a quote, 307-789-5202.
In the past, when you needed a crown, it took multiple appointments and a mouthful of goop to create a mold of your teeth. Those days are gone. Bear River Dental has equipment that gets your crown done in one appointment.
So this is the scanner for our same-day crowns, and as you can see, we go through, we scan it, and then we're able to design exactly what your crown's going to look like, and then we send that to the mill, and it's going to cut it out. It's going to look just like it's shown on the screen.
The same-day crown machine builds your new crown for a perfect fit. Same-day crowns are one of the many services offered at Bear River Dental in Evanston. Call today to schedule an appointment.
All right, we go bottom 5 after Hillcrest scores 5 times in the top of the inning by sending 10 men to the plate. And it's now 12-6. And here as we go to the bottom of the 6th inning, it's Mason Anderson, Austin Andrews, and Gavin Christensen due up for the Rebels. And the first pitch fastball for a strike as Andrew Johnson, with a big lead again, can just rear back and just throw strikes once again. The 0-1 bounces up there, 1 ball and 1 strike. Anderson 0 for 2. He's flown out and lined out here in this game. Time's starting to run short here for Pocatello. This very well could be their last at bat. Don't know if we'll get to the 6th inning or not, as the pitch swung on and missed, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the 2-2 pitch. That's going to be hit back up the middle. Big hop for Crofts behind the bag. Throws on a bounce, but not able to be dug out at first base, and that's going to allow the runner to go to second. So Anderson reaches for the first time today. As he'll head down to first base and then go to second on the throwing error. And now here is Austin Andrews. First pitch to Andrews, popped up into short right, but the right fielder was playing so shallow it's over Smith's head. Here comes Anderson to the plate. It's going to be an RBI double for Andrews because he was playing so shallow he was basically out of position.
What a good hit by Austin Anderson there. Bring them at least one run back in with no outs.
On the other field back here behind us, as the breaking pitch stays high, ball one ball and no strikes. It's Rigby 6, Sugar City nothing in the second game over there, as that pitch is outside again. Ball 2 balls and no strikes. So 2-0. And a good fastball there from Johnson. Got it past him, and it's now 2-1. So Rigby playing, and they told us that there's only one team from Blackfoot. So Rigby is technically, if you look on your schedule where it says Blackfoot 2, that's Rigby. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And the pitch home is up high, take it back. So Christensen will draw a walk as he'll head down to first base. Still nobody out in the inning.
First walk of the day for Johnson.
As this is Woods coming up to the plate. And the first pitch to Woods is indeed over for a strike, and it's 0-1. Curtis Woods is his first name, and takes another pitch over this time, and it's now 0-2.
All right, Curtis, let's do this, kid.
Breaking ball, pretty good pitch, but missed outside. 1-2.
You got this, Curtis.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Johnson stands up on top of the bump, comes home, and the next pitch misses inside with the runner going to third, and he's in there. Both runners will move up 90 feet. So Andrews goes to third. Christensen goes to second. They still need more base runners on base before they really start trying to steal their way back into the game here. As Woods, boy, that's a pitch that looked to be a little bit high as Woods reacts as you might expect after taking a called third strike. He thought it was a bit high, and I think maybe he had a case personally. But either way, it's an out. He heads back to the dugout. That's the first out of the inning. Here's Kason Kuhn. Little breaking ball that stays up high, ball 1 ball and no strikes.
Popped up.
As the ball popped up in the infield, as that's going to be handled there. That's the second out, so Kuhn pops up to third. And with 2 outs, they go back to the top of the order.
Avalos, 1 of 2, correction, 1 of 3 on the day. Runners on at third and at second. This potentially could be 12:25, 12:33 was the start time of the game according to my watch.
Little roller foul as catcher popped out on it very quickly and touched it in foul territory, so everybody will have to come back. So that was Rigby that played first thing this morning, and it was Rigby who beat came back to beat the Razorbacks 7-6 with the run of the bottom of the seventh inning. And then they shut out Sugar City 6-0. So Rigby 2-0 on the day and the tournament.
Good job for them.
Ball hit foul, straight back behind home plate, and it's 0-2. Hillcrest trying to move to 1-1 for the tournament by holding on here with a win. They lead 12-7. Ground ball towards short as Croft waits for it, now runs around it, throws, pulls the runner off, pulls the first baseman off the bag. So Fabian will reach on an error on a bad throw by Croft and extends the inning. And that'll bring Cash Williams back to the plate. Another run comes in as Andrews scores, second run of the inning. And that's going to be hit in the air to left field. It's over the left fielder's head. That's going to fall. There's one run. Here comes another run to the plate as Avalos is going to be thrown out at home. And for the second time today, the Rebels have had a man thrown out at the plate. So Williams doubles in a run and has another man thrown out coming home in Avalos as he once again is thrown out 7-5-2, the second Rebel player to be thrown out at the dish today. So it's 12-9, three-run game as we'll go to inning number 6. As we'll do so when we come back here on the My Local Radio Sports Network and on mylocalradio.com.
What is Uinta BOCES #1? It's your community college to pursue your degree or certificate. It's high school equivalency. It's CPR and other workforce training. It's cooking and computer classes. It's 3D printers, vinyl cutters, and other free tools. We're many different things to many different people, meeting the education needs of the place we call home. So what is Uinta BOCES #1? That's for you to decide. Come see us today and let us help you make your educational dreams come true.
The tires you drive on matter. Tire quality and condition affect overall safety and how your vehicle performs. Having the right air pressure in your tires even affects gas mileage. Don't trust your tires to just anybody. Choose Freeway Tire to handle all your vehicle maintenance, including regular tire checks and rotation. When it comes to your vehicle, choose the team that really knows tires. Freeway Tire in Evanston. Stop in today.
All right, we move along to the 6th inning here as Pocatello has really been taking chances and rolled the dice and come up snake eyes twice today. As one of those unwritten rules is you do not have a runner thrown out for the third out of an inning at home plate. Mm-hmm. And Pocatello's done it twice.
Yeah.
In each of the last 2 innings. And that's really kind of shot them considering the fact that they're only down 3. 12-9 now as we go to the top of inning number 6. Aiden McCaslin, Cade Korvac, and then back to the top of the order, and Cole Croft here for the Hillcrest Knights. But they get the inning started. That's probably the most important thing. But when they get to the 2-hour time limit, all plays are going to stop anyway. As the first pitch here to McCaslin over for a strike, and it's 0-1. And we're only about 4 minutes away from that time limit as the pitch to McCaslin is inside and hits him to lead off here in the 6th.
Of course, that's according to, it may have started around like 10:35ish, but it definitely was in the 10:33, 10:38 range. So right now it's 12:30.
And it looks like we're gonna have another pinch hitter here. As for, I take it back. That is Kovac at the plate. So here's Kovac 0 for 2 with a sacrifice this afternoon in this game. As he takes the pitch down low, ball 1 ball and no strikes. They flash the signs across, the numerical hand signs. Both runners look down at the number sheet they carry on their belt. Tells them what the play is, if there's a play on indeed. Basically, they're like the wrist things that the guys wear, but they don't wear them on their wrist. They put them over their belt buckle. There goes the runner. The pitch is inside as he heads down to second base as McCaslin steals another bag.
Good steal by McCaslin here now in scoring position.
12-9. Hillcrest on top. That ball driven to center. That's going to be in for a hit. As they'll get it back in a hurry, and there'll be runners at the corners. And nobody out here in the inning. So Kovac has his first hit of the game as he singles to center. McCaslin goes to third. We'll go back to the top of the order, and Cole Croft back to the plate. Croft is also 0 for 2. Had a scoring fly ball and forced over a run when he was hit by a pitch with the bases loaded last inning. As he shows bunt, pulls the bat back, and that's going to send Kovac down to second base.
2 runners now in scoring position, and going back to Kovac for a second, first hit of the day, but he's done a lot of things right. 2 sacrifices as well.
Absolutely.
And when you look at sacrifices, you're like, some people are like, oh, he didn't get a hit, or, But, hey, when you sacrifice, you bring a runner in or you advance a runner, that's the quiet things done right.
That's right. And that's really, you can describe as Kovac. That's how he is. He's very quietly goes about his business and does things the right way. 3 balls and no strikes here on Croft. The 3-0 pitch. A little roller in the infield. It's going to be cut off by the third baseman. He'll flip across, and you got the out there. And they got 2 runners at third, and they throw back to second base and throw to left field. And that's going to get the McCaslin home and make it 13-9. So McCaslin scores. Kovac, even though he was at the wrong base, he's going to end up going to third anyway on a throwing error by the third baseman. And there's 1 out after Croft ended up grounding out. Lawrence up there, first pitch to him is hit in the air to right field. That's off the glove of the right fielder, and that's going to be in play. Another run comes home, and that's going to be 14-9. That's an error on the right fielder on a ball that should have been caught. Still only 1 out in the inning, and now here is Brayton Nichols again. Remember, they sent 10 men to the plate last inning and scored 5 times. As the first pitch to Nichols is over for a strike.
They could be well on that way once again. Up by 5.
The 0-1 pitch is up high.
I believe I saw on your paper earlier, Dan, that it is a ratio of 8 runs after 6.
Right.
So could end up calling it.
But Pocatello needs their at-bat to have to do 6 complete innings. As that pitch is over, and it's now 2 balls and a strike. Nichols doubled home a run, reached on an error and scored. He scored twice and then flew out to left. Ball in the dirt. There goes the runner for third, and he's going to be out at third base. So Lawrence, I'm not sure if he thought he was going to be out anyway, so he didn't slide, but he was tagged out. That's the second out of the inning. 2-5 on the put out there. And the 3-1 pitch to Nichols is swung on and missed. Now it's 3-2. I have 12:35 on my watch right now exactly. Here's the 3-2 on the way. Misses down low, ball 4. So Nichols will draw a walk, head down to first base. And once again, Tyler Badley comes to the plate.
Badley, 4 RBIs on the day, and Also in every single at-bat as well. Or at least according to mine.
It's 3 for 4. Has hits in each of his last 3 at-bats. The only time they didn't get him, he still reached base, but he reached base on an error in the first inning. 0-1, and the 0-1 pitch. Swung on and missed. Well out in front of the big swing and comes up empty, and it's now 0-2. The 0-2 offering. It fouled out the feet of the catcher, and it stays at 0-2. Next up over here on Hawthorne, Blackfoot will be back on the field as they will take on the Shelley Russets coming up in just a little bit. Ball and 2 strikes on Badley. The 1-2 offering is hit into the shortstop, and he has it on the line, and that will end the inning. Pocatello will score 1 run. Check that, 2 runs, I should say, in the inning, and they leave a couple of men on base as well. As we are done with 5.5, looks like they're going to let Pocatello hit in the bottom of the 6th, give them the last chance. They trail by 5, 14-9 on the My Local Radio Sports Network and on the MyLocalRadio.com.
With 25 years of successful industry experience, Mountain West Business Solutions looks forward to providing all of our customers with exceptional service, industry-leading technology, and a one-of-a-kind buying experience. Having your office equipped with the right technology makes all the difference in the world. With a lower cost per print, we will supply you with the right technology for the best price. Great people, great products, and great service. Mountain West Business Solutions.
Precision, the quality, condition, or fact of being exact and accurate.
Precision is important. Scoring the next point, making the perfect shot, getting the best score. And when you think of your dentist, you want precision to be the first word that comes to mind. That's why patients are so pleased with Dr. McKay Frankum. He provides precision family dentistry at reasonable prices to every patient. Dr. McKay Frankum, call today for an appointment.
Call Dr. McKay Frankum at 789-8910.
All right, we go to the bottom of inning number 6, and Pocatello is going to come up, and they need 5 runs here in the inning, as this is going to be the last half inning of this game, unless they can turn something around here in a hurry. It'll be John Adams, Max Leday, and then Mason Anderson due up. And if you need some runs, these are probably 3 of the guys you'd like to have leading off the innings. These are 3 of your better hitters.
Absolutely, for sure. And also that zeros can, and the time limit comes into play.
Yep. So here's Adams, hits the first pitch foul off the first base side. Adams is 2 for 3 with a couple of RBIs. He was the other guy thrown out at trying to come home a couple innings ago to end the inning. And he's also struck out back in the 3rd. The 0-1 pitch. Breaking ball over for a strike, and it's 0-2. And right now, Austin Johnson out there asked to get the last 3 outs, and he's gone all the way. The 0-2. Fastball. Just missed. 1 ball and 2 strikes. That must have missed in off the plate because it looked like a pretty good pitch. The 1-2 goes back to the breaking pitch. Ground ball hit towards the shortstop. Crofts runs around it, throws on a bounce, and not in time. That's a tough play. It's from deep in the hole, and Adams able to beat it out for his 3rd hit of the game.
Great hustle by Adams, being able to beat that out. And that speaks volumes to the effort of the Rebels, but also now that could potentially start something.
That's the 11th hit of the game for the Rebels. So the leadoff man aboard here is Max Leday. Leday doubled home 2 runs, his only hit of the game. Shows bunt and forces Johnson to back off. With all the infielders running around, moving positions. Johnson back up on top of the hill. Now again they show bunt, pull the bat back, and there goes the runner as the throw is going to be off of the glove of the second baseman Lawrence, and it'll be a stolen base. So nobody out. Runner at second. And Pocatello needs productive at-bats here as that pitch is outside. One ball and one strike. They are down 5, running out of outs. They only got 3 left if they get to use all of those. As that ball's going to be rolled foul at home plate, and it's now 1-2.
One and two here for Leday. Last time out, Leday did well.
We told you that ball dropped at home plate, and it's going to allow the runner to go to third as the catcher can't find it.
So you get a free mail.
So runner will be at third base.
Or you can run and grab a mail. Yep.
More importantly, still nobody out in the inning.
Or technically you were in a shift.
That pitch swung out and missed. Now there is, as Leday strikes out. Chases one up in his eyes that he can't catch up with. Now here's Mason Anderson.
5th strikeout for Johnson today.
So once again, the game's back on Halliwell Field. Rigby wins a pair of both of their games today. As that ball's going to be to Croft on one hop. He'll play it across in time to get the second out. And now Pocatello's down to their last out as the run comes in to make it 14-10. And now the base is empty and 2 outs. Here is Austin Andrews.
I could just put that shit.
So Pokey down to the last out. That ball's whacked to center, coming up for and making the catch on a dive, and should end the game. Yes, it will indeed. So a great diving catch, as this one will end with a win by Hillcrest. Final score 14-10. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back. We'll kick off the postgame show. We'll do that as we continue after this on the My Local Radio Sports Network and on mylocalradio.com.
Buying or selling is a simple process if you're working with the right real estate agent. This is Bobby Dalzall, broker with Big Country Properties. We have agents serving both Lincoln and Uintah counties that can assist you with all of your real estate needs. We are the top listing and selling brokerage in the Bridger Valley and strive to be honest, hardworking, and thorough. Whether buying or selling, we make it happen. Call us today at Big Country Properties, 307-782-3556.
I don't know about you, but every time I go to the grocery store, I'm filled with anxiety. Do I have enough money? Meat prices have doubled. How can I ever work on food storage when I can hardly afford food for this week? Wyoming Wild Meats in Lyman is the solution. Weekly specials are posted on Facebook. Beef, pork, chicken for one meal or a mixed order to fill the freezer. You will find quality Gosner cheese and milk products and delicious bread. Because overhead is low, the savings are passed to every customer. Wyoming Wild Meats, offering fresh domestic meats.
The best trips away from home always come when you know you're among friends. This is Coulter Patterson, General Manager at the Come On In Hotel and Suites in Casper, Wyoming. I invite you to stay with us every time you're here. We've got the absolute best staff. Lots of our team members have been working together for years, and we feel like we're a happy family. I guarantee you'll feel that when you come stay with us. We're always glad that you choose the Come On In, and we'll do everything to make your stay comfortable and relaxing. The Come On In Hotel and Suites is the best place to stay because we have the best staff in Casper. Come on in today.
The strategic plan for Uintah County School District Number 4 states, through collaboration with the entire learning community, our mission is to instill problem-solving skills in our students that will translate to a rapidly changing global environment. We work to accomplish this by constantly improving student achievement, improving student academic and behavioral skills with a district that operates efficiently and effectively. Uintah County School District Number 4, excellence in teaching, opportunity through learning.
Fast, fresh, delicious. 3 words that describe your experience every time you enjoy a delicious meal with Jimmy John's. Utilizing the freshest ingredients, home-baked bread, and professional sandwich building skills, the team at Jimmy John's always delivers a mouth-watering sandwich to satisfy any hunger. Jimmy John's. Freaky fast, freaky fresh. Visit any of our locations today in Evanston, Rock Springs, Sheridan, and Gillette.
Precision, the quality, condition, or fact of being exact and accurate.
Precision is important. Scoring the next point, making the perfect shot, getting the best score. And when you think of your dentist, you want precision to be the first word that comes to mind. That's why patients are so pleased with Dr. McKay Frankum. He provides precision family dentistry at reasonable prices to every patient. Dr. McKay Frankum, call today for an appointment.
Call Dr. McKay Frankum at 789-8910.
Western Wyoming Beverages has been proudly owned and operated in Wyoming for over 50 years, providing reliable service, friendly staff, and the nation's top beverage products, including Pepsi. We always strive to be the premier business partner for our customers. Western Wyoming Beverages services Rock Springs, Green River, Jackson, Evanston, Kemmer, Pinedale, Wamsutter, Big Piney, Mountain View, and Lyman. Go Red Devils!
Ready is committed to providing superior services to our customers by requiring individual accountability for excellence in quality, safety, and dependability. We are a growing company that is currently hiring across Wyoming, Colorado, Texas, Nevada, Idaho, and elsewhere. Our valued team members receive competitive wages, full benefits, and weekly pay. Interested in joining our team? Visit ReadyUSA.com. We are ready.
WattSmart is Rocky Mountain Power's energy efficiency program. WattSmart provides rebates to residential customers for energy efficiency upgrades made around the home. Devices and appliances that use electricity in your home can usually be made more efficient, and that can save you money and energy. When you decide to make upgrades, we have rebates available for you. Visit wattsmarthomes.com today.
Out here, we've always worked remote. Out here, stress usually refers to the pull on a rope. Where a stroll in the city is also a stroll in the great outdoors. Where work is a way of life, and life is good. Out here, the backyards are big, and the deals, they're even bigger. This is southwestern Wyoming, and it's where you can get the biggest deals on a vehicle you want with plenty of hometown hospitality. Heritage Auto, your hometown dealer with the biggest deals.
Life is made up of moments. We care about those moments as much as you do. We are Modern Woodmen, a fraternal financial services organization, member-owned, not stockholder-run. Since 1883, we've supported families, strengthened communities, and helped people reach their financial goals. From protection to saving to retirement planning, let us help you plan for those special moments in your life.
All right, welcome back. Final score as Hillcrest goes to 1-1 on the tournament as they beat the Rebels from Pocatello. Final score 14-10. Final totals for Hillcrest: it was 14 runs on 10 hits. They had 2 errors and they left 10 men on base. Pocatello 10 runs on 11 hits. They had 3 errors and they left a total of 4. As it was Andrew Johnson going all the way, getting the win, and the loss will go to Osei Burns for the Rebels in the game. So that is your Jimmy John's Freaky Fast recap of the game as the game ends 14-10. Hillcrest with the win. Our Dr. McKay Frankum precision play of the game, but it's got to be starting and winning pitcher for Hillcrest, Andrew Johnson. He goes the route to pick up the victory.
Absolutely, and he had so many good plays, so many good throws as well to the plate for outs for the play of the game. And Andrew Johnson, of course, the Pepsi player of the game. Everything better everything is better with Pepsi. Congratulations to Andrew for being the Pepsi Player of the Game.
And our plays of the game brought to you by Dr. McKay Frankham. There were two plays that really turned this game around, and they looked oddly identical as twice in the last two innings. Pocatello had runners thrown out at the plate for the third out of the inning, and that certainly kept them from scoring more as they were able to get out of the inning, did Hillcrest, by retiring the third out of the innings at home plate twice in the game, and that certainly changed things around, and that was your precision play, your play of the game, brought to you by Pepsi, as Pepsi, where everything is better. And that will wrap up this broadcast. We invite you to stay tuned as we'll have another game coming up for you in just a little bit, as it'll be the Shelley Russets taking on Blackfoot, as Blackfoot will come back on the field to try to win their second game of the day as well. We'll get to that coming up in just a little bit. For Anthony Colasuono, I'm Dan Hubbard, reminding you of the final score, as it is Hillcrest knocking off the Pocatello Rebels by the final score of 14-10. Until we talk to you again here in a few minutes, have a great afternoon. We'll be back in just a little bit here on the My Local Radio Sports Network and on mylocalradio.com.
The proceeding has been a wholly owned production of mylocalradio.com and Cook Brothers Broadcasting, LLC. No portion of which may be used or rebroadcast without the express written consent of Cook Brothers Broadcasting, LLC. Thank you for joining us for this sports presentation on mylocalradio.com.